Can you ever believe that Batman was once super evil and the Justice League members were the villains of the world?
He hates you.
While visiting his mother's grave, lamenting on his inability to save her when she was killed in a home invasion when he was a child returning home from school, Barry Allen, the super-speed superhero known as the Flash, is alerted to a break-in at the Flash Museum by Captain Cold, Captain Boomerang, Heat Wave, Mirror Master and Top. Defeating the rogues, he discovers that they have been hired by his archenemy, Professor Zoom, to lure him in as part of a plan to destroy Central City. Zoom traps Flash and other villains in a complex mesh with high-tech bombs.
Very well.
Flash calls for backup and with the help of his allies in the Justice League of America, Barry foils Zoom's plot. However, Zoom taunts over the death of Barry's mother. Despite Batman's urging not to let Zoom get to him, Barry runs off having flashbacks of finding his mother dead and lying on the floor, not knowing his actions can alter the destiny of the whole world. The next day, Barry awakens to discover that the world has radically changed around him. His powers have disappeared, his mother is alive, his wife, Iris, is married to someone else who are having a child together as well. To his surprise, the Justice League does not exist. In this new timeline, Aquaman and his Atlantean forces have sunk most of Western Europe, while Wonder Woman has led the Amazons in conquering Great Britain. The Atlanteans and the Amazons are at war with one another after a failed attempt at peace in which the Aquaman slept with the Wonder Woman, and the Atlantean Queen Mera confronts Wonder Woman about this, only resulting in Wonder Woman murdering Aquaman's wife Mera.
They will pay for what they did to Queen Mera.
The Amazon's judgment is at hand.
Government agent Cyborg has put together a team to end the war by taking out the two leaders, and approaches Batman to join them, as Batman is known to be the greatest tactician of all, but he refuses, causing the president to abandon the plan and take Cyborg off the mission. USA government call in pilot Hal Jordan and assign him to fly an alien spacecraft which belonged to the Green Lantern, who died in the collision with the Earth.
Beware my power.
Barry visits Wayne Manor, which looks abandoned from the outside and neglected from the inside. Barry is attacked by Batman. Taken by surprise, Barry later realizes Batman is not Bruce Wayne but his father Thomas Wayne, and that in this reality Bruce Wayne is the one who died and not his parents. Attempting to explain things to an incredulous Thomas, Barry retrieves his Flash costume from the ring in which it is kept, but Professor Zoom's costume appears in its place, causing Barry to believe Zoom is responsible for changing history. Convinced to help Barry by the knowledge that Bruce lived in the original timeline, Batman helps him recreate the accident that gave him his Flash powers, only for Barry to wind up being severely burned. In London, Steve Trevor attempts to exfiltrate undercover reporter Lois Lane, but is discovered by the Amazons and killed. With Trevor's information, the Amazons hunt Lane down, but she is rescued by the local resistance and falls in with them.
Lois Lane's famous mouth.
Meanwhile, searching for the Atlantean Kingdom, USA scientists and forces come across the remains of Paris. Deathstroke and Lex Luthor are attacked and killed by Aquaman's forces while tracking the energy trail of Aquaman's new superweapon, a captured and weaponized Captain Atom who can destroy the entire world if activated by Aquaman. Realizing that his memories of the original timeline are fading, the injured Barry insists Batman recreate the accident again, this time resulting in the successful restoration of his powers and also healing himself of his burn wounds. Although he regains his powers back, Barry discovers that he is unable to travel through time himself because there is another speedster drawing energy from the Speed Force, preventing Flash from gathering enough energy to break the time barrier. Flash seeks to recruit more allies instead. He suggests they should look for the ultimate being of all in this reality known as the Superman, who in this world no one is aware of, as Superman has been a prisoner of the government after his ship crashed into Metropolis, rather than Smallville. With the aid of Batman and Cyborg, they break into the bunker in which the withered Superman is held and liberate him and take him into the sunlight to give him energy. Empowered by the yellow sun, Superman holds off the government agents who confront the group, but then flies off in fear and confusion. Flash collapses as his memories continues to alter and is taken to the home of Billy Batson and his foster siblings to recover.
We're alive, Vic, and where there's life, there's hope.
Hal Jordan's suicidal attack fails where the alien aircraft was only able to destroy a sea beast, mistaking it for the location of the Atlantean kingdom in its suicide mission. The final battle between the Atlanteans and the Amazons begin. As a result, Flash convinces Batman to join them in an attempt to stop the war. On board Batman's jet en route to Britain, Batman shows Flash a message intercepted from Lois Lane of a super speedster she captured an image of, who Flash identifies as Zoom. As they wonder why Zoom would let Lois live if she saw him, the jet is shot down by the Atlantean fleet, and the battle begins. Batson and his siblings combine into Captain Thunder, who is the Captain Marvel of this world, to fight Wonder Woman, while Flash, Cyborg and Batman occupy Aquaman. After killing Black Manta alongside Grifter, Batman is gravely wounded by Ocean Master. At this point, Zoom reveals himself, and after brutally defeating Barry, explains that Barry himself is responsible for changing the timeline. When he went back in time to save his mother, it caused fabric of reality to fracture. The battle continues around them, with Wonder Woman using her lasso to force Captain Thunder back into Batson and killing him, and Superman arriving too late to save Cyborg from Aquaman. After suffering a mangled arm and getting pierced through chest by Wonder Woman, Aquaman orders to release Captain Atom and his energy wave to destroy the Earth. As the explosion tears across the landscape, Zoom mocks the Flash, when he is suddenly shot through the head and killed by the dying Batman, leaving Flash to be the only user of the Speed Force in this timeline. Before dying, Batman urges Barry to fix everything, giving him a letter addressed to his son, Bruce. Barry races back in time and stops his earlier self from preventing his mother's death with much sadness in his heart. Barry reawakens at his desk and finds that everything is seemingly back to normal, although he is now in another new timeline.
Well, it's not the end of the world.
He visits Batman aka Bruce Wayne to tell him about everything that occurred and gives him the letter from his father, in which for the first time ever prompting the Batman to tear up while being the tough and mighty Batman. The morale of this story is, although some things are so hurtful to process and go through, we should accept for what they are and be grateful for what we have already. As human beings, we take things for granted and we try to be greedy for more, always where the consequences can be grave, as shown in this story. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to check out our playlists on Justice League movies, Justice League episodes and Batman movies. Like, comment and share for more videos. Have a nice day.